Hello everyone, welcome back to another video at DFD Mastery. If this is the first time here, welcome. My name is Zach Booth, and my focus here at the DFD Mastery channel is to help you find discounted properties consistently. That's one of the main struggles that real estate investors have, is finding properties at a discount. And it really doesn't have to be that way. It can be extremely frustrating and really discouraging when you're trying to be successful and you can't find deals. So if you're wanting to learn more about how to find deals, you can go to my free webinar at dfdmastery.com. There's a link in the show notes to be able to register for that live webinar, and I look forward to seeing you there. But today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I find very interesting. One of the main topics that gets brought up often with my students is retirement, is financial freedom, is being able to walk away from their day jobs that they absolutely hate. So retirement can mean different things to different people. So I want to kind of go through some of the definitions and some of the things and how I look at retirement and how I perceive work and finances. And hopefully this helps click and helps you think a little bit differently about work and finances to help you be financially successful. So going into the actual word retirement, according to the dictionary, it's to withdraw one position in their occupation from active work life, right? So you can achieve retirement when you have the resources or the income. You don't have to work anymore. Retirement and the term financial independence are often interchangeable. So I like to use the word financial freedom because I believe that we are happiest when we are producing some sort of value in this world, whether we're getting paid for it or not. You look at the most successful, most financially independent people in this world, and whether they're, running nonprofit organizations like Bill Gates and trying to conquer different diseases and overcome water pollution in different places in the world, whatever it is, overcoming challenges and growing as a person is true happiness, is true fulfillment. But I do understand that so many people are constantly chasing a paycheck, that they're going to a job that they absolutely hate, and it doesn't have to be that way. And so when they come to me, my students, looking for success, looking for financial freedom, they often talk about freedom. They often talk about retirement because they want to walk away from having to go to work every day. So traditionally, retirements happen at the age of around 65, 62 to 65, because that is the age that the government offers different types of programs and tax benefits and makes it a little bit easier to retire. And so they have things like 401ks, solo 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, Roth IRAs, self-directed IRAs, all those different things. And I do take advantage of some of those programs myself. But that is not ultimately the best option to find financial success. One of my mentors, and I may have mentioned this before, one of my mentors has taught me something very interesting about being financially successful. It's not so much about how much money you make, but it's about how you use that money and how you approach your different investments. He compares it to an analogy of going out and working in a garden. As you go out of your house every morning and you go get your hands dirty and you're pulling the weeds and you're planting new plants and you're watering, you're setting up your garden, right? And your investment portfolio is like your garden. And when you get done working at the end of the day, ideally, you'll be able to leave that garden. The garden's going to be just fine without you. You go inside, you wash your hands, and you spend time with the people that mean the most to you. You have dinner, you enjoy time with them, and then the next day or 2 days later, you go back out to the garden and work in the garden again and watch your plants grow and watch the success blossom, right? And it's fulfilling, it's satisfying, and it's calming. If you get up every morning and you go to a job and it's stressful and it's not calming, maybe you're not doing something right. a lot of the times what happens is we think bigger is better, more is better, getting debt to buy bigger apartment complexes, to buy more properties, and leveraging debt and using other people's money. And I know these are major things that are taught by a lot of different mentors, but debt can become a burden that is on your shoulders. That if you're not in your garden, if you're not producing, if you're not growing, then you're going to be failing. And so be careful as you grow your rental portfolio, as you build your business, that you are careful to not put so much burden on your plate that going out in your garden then just becomes a job. So if you're consistently finding properties at a discount and you're able to either sell that property off for a large fee, no debt at all, that is one of my favorite strategies. I also love to hold properties with a non-recourse loan. What a non-recourse loan is basically if you can no longer make the payments on that property, the people holding the note, that own the note on the property, only have rights to foreclose on that property. Those are my very favorite types of loans. So you can do subject tos, seller finances, and some private money loans. You can organize them that way. That is my favorite way to do real estate investing because there's a lot less burden involved. If a property goes sour, if the property is no longer worth holding on to, I will not hurt all of the other parts of my garden. It's like having a bad plant in your garden that's become diseased, and that disease will now spread into the other plants unless you pull it. But imagine that all the roots are tangled together, and if you pull that plant, you're going to pull up your entire garden. And so what debt can do to you is if you have a property that is no longer producing money, that is costing you money every month, and you have a loan on there where you've given a personal guarantee and they can go after all of your other assets, you can no longer pluck that property out of your garden without losing your entire garden. And so be very careful with debt and how you look at building your investment portfolio. That's just 2 cents that I got from my mentor. It's how I'm able to get up every day and focus on what's most important to me, and it's not necessarily making more money. So hopefully this helps you understand a little bit more about how I perceive financial freedom, that you're truly trying to create financial freedom, not just more money, not just a bigger bottom line, not just a bigger gross revenue, but trying to create freedom from having to go to work every day, to be able to go away for a month and still come back to a healthy business. So as you're building your business, keep these tips in mind, and hopefully that helps. Make sure you like and subscribe.